Ladies and gentlemen, the day has arrived. Inside this box, this glorious FedEx box, is my tag grading submission that I submitted back in February. I'll get into the details of the sub, maybe do like a little review as I'm doing this. But before I get started, I have no idea what any of my grades are. So this is a total surprise. This is kind of like unlike PSA, especially if you get upcharged. I have no idea what's in this box. So let me just go ahead and tear this thing open. I've got some personal details blocked out on the box itself. Let me just take a peek. Okay, we've got 2 boxes. So I'm assuming there's going to be 10 slabs in each. Let me readjust this camera. First impression, I'm impressed. I like this presentation. I think it's super modern, super clean. Which one am I going to do first? Honestly, I can't even really remember. I remember like a lot of the cards that I submitted for this, but I don't remember the entire thing. Let me just start with this one. Why not? Yeah, so I'm gonna take a peek, make sure I'm not doxing myself. Okay, I don't see any personal information, but this is sick. Yeah, this is a super nice presentation. Comes with a nice sticker. And then these are the slabs. If you're not familiar, when you get these back, they package them like it's an actual pack of cards. So you can actually have a total element of surprise here. So maybe I'll just rip open both. And I'll just have one big pile. Nice, another sticker. I love stickers. Huge sticker collector. Slash sticker maker. Slash sticker aficionado. All right, here we go. 20 slabs. Let me get 10 and 10 here. That's 10 and 10, right? All right. For no, I'll probably just go back and forth. I don't have any idea what to expect. The cards I did pre-grade them pretty thoroughly. I actually did like a 40-minute video, and YouTube did not like the upload at all. So let me see if I can. So that's going to be okay. So that's backwards. Okay, perfect. But yeah, YouTube did not like the video at all. And it actually ended up like failing to upload. So that's the pretty standard foil looking thing. But yeah, so all right, so before I reveal this, let me go through a couple stats here. Get the stats out of the way, and then I'll just rip the slabs. So 20 cards. This was under a 10-day submission. The goal was to get these back before Collecticon in Chicago, and that did not occur. Super bummed about that. There was no one-on-one communication. Even when I reached out, pretty much all I got was like their AI bot replies, because they're just apparently just so overwhelmed. It's just copy-paste customer service. Not stoked on that. Totally upfront about that. I find that super inappropriate and unacceptable. So if they can get that under control, they can win me back there. Total cost was $719 for 20 cards, coming out to about $36 per card. So this was, in order to get these back by Collecticon, which didn't happen, I had to do the 10-day submission, which came with the S score. So some of these cards I probably typically wouldn't maybe submit, for the higher value, but I ended up doing it and ended up not working out the way I planned. So maybe I get completely rinsed on this. So as far as dates go, let me just rattle off this quick review here. A little mini review. Received, the cards were received on Tag's End, February 28th. Went into image processing March 18th. So they didn't move until March 18th. They went into verification March 22nd. Then they went into slab assembly April 12th. They did, it was 1 day in quality assurance, quality control. What I forget what the step is. 1 day in imaging, and then one final day for order complete, shipped. So 33 business days in total. 14 of those business days they stayed in verification. So the bottleneck is the human element. If they can get that under control, and if they can deliver what they promised to deliver, or like what they're trying to do, I mean, Tag's it. Sorry to say, but like, we'll see. But like, if they can actually deliver on what they say they want to deliver, I'll be submitting again. So, but I could be getting completely rinsed here. So first reveal, 6.5 minutes in. Thanks for listening to the rambling. Here we go. Yo. Okay, so this is... Okay, so let me get this kind of up close here. So this is Gem Mint 10, S score of 950. So this just barely made it. Just barely made it. I'll be interested to see the actual ding report on that, and see where that did not hold up to get a higher score. But that's awesome. Super happy with that. First card's a 10. All right, so next one, let me see if I can cover this up effectively. Next one is going to be the Squirtle, a 9. Oh boy. 944 on the S score. So just barely out of range of a 10. So there you can kind of see both S scores side to side. 950 gets a 10. Anything under 950 is not going to make it. So, oh, that's a bummer. I love that card. All right. We'll start a pile for non-10s. I don't expect to get anything under a 9. At least I hope. Oh God. We'll see. Card number 3. Do I get rinsed? Oh, another 9. 936. So quite a bit under the 950 threshold, but still beautiful card. Beautiful slab. Love that. Oh, these slabs are nice. I love the presentation of these things. And they stack pretty nice too. Number 4. Oh boy. I'm kind of nervous. Oh man. Can we get a 10 please? Whatever it is. Oh, another 9. Oh, just under the 952. 948. Miriam. So I had a Miriam out to PSA. You could see my other PSA sub video that I did. Also came back a 9. That one was my better one. So I'll probably be cracking that and resubmitting at some point. Maybe with Tag, maybe with PSA. I'm not sure, but bummer. But that's the thing. It's with Tag. It's like if it says that it's a 9, then I can go in and look at the report and I can see what they saw, like specifically see what they saw. So at least there's some justification, and it's not just, you know, somebody had a bad day or something. Another 9, just under. Oh God. The Gengar Trainer Gallery from Lost Origin. Just under with a S score of 947. That is such a bummer. I bought a bunch of these like right before they were going up in price. And I think this was, I don't know if I had them all by the time I sent this, but this was one of my better ones. That's a bummer. That's such a sick card though. Still only just the 110. Oh boy. All right. Here we go. No, another 9. Oh, this one's quite a bit under 2. This is the Pikachu EX Hyper Rare Prismatic Evolutions. This was one of only 2 hits that I got out of Prismatic Evolution. Like not like 2 significant hits. I got 1 Hyper Rare and I got 1 stupid mask SIR out of like I think almost 300 packs. It's atrocious. I'm never opening Prismatic again. Oh, why did I put that? Oh, I wish it was a 10. I put it in the 10 pile. But that's the thing. I could get all 9s here, and at least I can go and look at the reports, and you know I don't have to sit and weep and cope about it. I can look and see specifically what they saw to get that score. So up next, another 9, another 933. Yeah, this one was a 933 too. Bomber. The Mimikyu VMAX Trainer Gallery from Brilliant Stars. Love this card. The 9 still hits though. I just hope I don't get anything lower than a 9. I don't even know what the threshold is for below a 9, to be honest. I think I looked at some point, but I never remembered. What do we got? A 10, the Cerule Edge. 974. That is up there. Nice. Outstanding. I love this card. 974. This has got to be... So the way that it works, if you're not familiar, the S score goes up to 1,000. And you can actually see where yours ranks. And anything in the upper echelon when you're approaching the 1,000 mark is, and actually from what I've seen, can actually fetch quite a bit more than a lower 10, which is an interesting dynamic. Up next, what do we got? Yo, that's the one. Yo, okay, so Eevee Prismatic Evolutions PC ETB scoring a 956 Gem Mint 10. So, little story time with the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETBs. If you have the Pokemon Center ETBs, do not open them. Unless you got them for retail, what I did. I got 2 cases at retail. So, I mean, if I sell this, I mean, it pays for all of them if I sell this, which, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But anyway, if you're looking for the promos in the Pokemon Center EVs, the cut quality is horrendous. Out of 8, I got 3 that didn't have hollow glare on the edges, which sometimes you can end up with, depending on the rest of the cards. Sometimes you can get 10s. I've seen 10s in PSA with that stuff, but the cut quality was horrendous. But that is so sick. That is such a huge win. I also have another one. I should have another one in here. So if I can manage both 10s, oh man, that would be sick. Oh, this one's upside down. Properly. So you gotta make sure you cover the number on this side from behind, which is a little bit different than other companies. What do we got? The Clefairy in a 9. That's the lowest 9 we have. So far, that's the lowest 9. So we can go down to, I think the next lowest was a couple 933s. But, I mean, look at that card on a black background. I mean, that's amazing. Such a sick card. But I think what I'll do is I'll do a full deep dive into the reports on these and kind of go at length and look at each and every one of them. So next up, oh my gosh, 1 point away. Are you serious? A 949 in the other Pokemon Center Eevee. 1 point away from a 10. So this is something where, like, for instance, this, I would probably crack this and send it to PSA, which stands for please send again, if you're not familiar with what that stands for. Bummed about that. It would have been cool to get 2 10s, but at least I got 1 10. All right, up next, what do we have? The Drowsy. The Drowsy in a 9, a 927. That is the lowest 9 we've got so far. Bummer. I do have another one in here, but these pulled both actually fairly close to each other time-wise. Actually, I didn't originally plan to send Drowsies in, but the price was going nuts, super inflated, and I pulled 2 within, like, I think a week. I was ripping a bunch of Scarlet and Violet base, but I took 2 other cards out of the sub right before I sent it in. All right, what are we looking at? All right, that was the top. Number covered. Oh, I'm getting kind of rinsed here. 3 10s so far. Got a couple left, but hopefully we can manage some more 10s. All right. Oh, wait. Wait, what? The third? Really? Oh, yeah. I must have not seen that. So this is what I'm talking about. So you can see right there, a little bit of it was poking through. The cut quality on these is absolutely horrendous. It's that little bit of hollow, glare, bleed. It's quality control from the Pokemon Company. They're running their printers and cutters so fast, like probably not changing out blades the way they should be, but that's a bummer. 7.5. Yikes. All right, next up. Another 9. Drowsy. Come on. I'm getting thoroughly rinsed. I mean, to be fair, I did send most of my better cards to PSA for that sub that I did a little bit before this. I submitted that right at the end of December. Oh boy. What do we got? 8.5 on the Mew. 883. Yikes. I mean, I'll be curious because I ended up opening a couple of these, and this was the better one. But I'll be curious to see what the reports actually say about these lower end, or these lower scores. So what do we got? 5 left. Yikes. All right. Here we go. The 10 on the Beedrill. Yes. A 972. Oh, man. What a huge win. Look at that. I love this card. I actually, this card might be one of the only ones that I did not pull. I saw this pop up on eBay, and it was actually, it showed up in like 2 days because it was so close to where I live. I think I paid $36 for it, and I got a 972 tag 10 outstanding. Oh man, I'm super stoked about that. All right, what do we got next? Here we go. 8.5 Mewtwo. Bummer. Yeah, I opened up a couple of these and I kind of went back and forth and picked the better ones. But yeah, that's a bummer. It is what it is, though. That's what they say the score is. That's what it is. All right, up next. Here we go. Oh, a 9 Raging Bolt. 934. 934 in this Raging Bolt. Bummer. Such a sick card, though. Love the colors in this thing. He's nice and centered in the illustration. I think that card's going to age well. Last two. What do we got? The Giratina and a 9. A 922? Really? I mean, I knew the centering was off. It wasn't obviously perfect, but I mean, typical quality on these is like super, super high. Bummer. Again, it'll be interesting to see the report. Last one. I can't remember what I haven't seen yet. All right, here we go. Let's do it. The Altarian a 10. Let's go. Let's go. So this one I actually pulled out of my Paradox Rift Master set at the last second. As I was kind of going through some binders and some piles of cards. And I wasn't going to send it, but I did. And I'm kind of glad I did. But I told myself that it got under a 10, I would just crack it and just throw it right back in the binder. Because this card's been kind of going crazy. So that's sick. Altaria and a 10. All right, let's go through the stack of shame here. So sub 9 cards, we got one 8.5 Mewtwo. Super sick card in the clear slab. One 8.5 Mew EX. And then the 7.5 Eevee Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center with that hollow edge bleed from the cut quality. Bummer. That was and that was one of my better of those. So for the 9s, we got the Giratina V-Star, Raging Bolt EX Temporal Forces, 2 Drowsies, another Eevee Pokemon Center, the Cleffa, Mimikyu VMAX, Trainer Gallery, Brilliant Stars, the Pikachu from Prismatic, the Gengar, super, super bummed about that. A lot of these are just under the 950 threshold. So some of those, if I don't decide to keep them, some of those will probably go to PSA. Miriam, Deoxys VMAX from Crown Zenith. Love this card. Kind of got a little bit more popular in the last couple months, but that card's been underrated for a long time. Squirtle from Stellar Crown. And then for the 10s, 5 whole 10s out of a whole bunch. The Altaria from Paradox Rift. The Beedrill, such a sick card. Probably one of my favorite alternate arts from Sword and Shield. The Pokemon Center, Eevee. Ceruledge, 944. This was the highest score. And then the Palkia from Crown Zenith's Galarian Gallery. Just managing the 10 in a 950. So that's going to be it for the reveal. Like I said, I'll probably do a video. Probably, I would imagine it would probably end up being like an hour plus. Maybe I'll do a live stream of it. But I'll go through all the reports and kind of look at each and every kind of ding that they had on all of them, all the different imaging and stuff like that, just to kind of get a better idea of what was going on. But I mean, yeah, yeah. I wonder if they're just it's just gonna be highlighted or something on the report. But that's gonna be my tag reveal. Like I said, like I really, really, really want tag to succeed. I think healthy competition in the grading space is good. I think that they have a chance to recover from kind of the mountain of negative feedback that has come out about tag. You know, as far as like, you know, alleged slab durability, these things feel pretty sturdy to me. I don't know. But also the customer service aspect. Again, I got almost virtually zero communication. What was posted on social media is all I got from them. So that's going to be it. Wish I had more 10s, but I don't. Some of these will go to PSA. Some of them won't. Okay, bye.